Hello everyone, welcome to my civil engineering YouTube channel. Please subscribe to it and hit the bell icon to get notified when I post my new videos. Today I'll be discussing a concept regarding the principle of superposition of forces. So, whenever when a number of loads acting on a material or acting on an object, then the resulting strain according to the principle of superposition will be equal to algebraic summation of strains caused by the individual loads. So when a material is subjected to n number of loads, so in that material, in order to find out the resulting strain, it according to the principle of superposition, it will be equal to algebraic summation of all the strains which are caused by the individual loads. So in order to find out the deformation effect of the overall forces on an object, some of the steps followed while solving or while determining the deformation is that first and foremost is to determine the free body diagram of the individual section, and second is we are supposed to find out the total deformation of the body, which is equal to algebraic summation of all the deformations of the individual sections, and we are supposed to calculate the total deformation. So first thing, when the object is subjected to the number of forces, then due to the effect of the forces there will be the strain caused. So according to the principle of superposition, the resulting strain is equal to the algebraic summation of all the strains which are caused due to the individual loads. So in order to find out the deformation effect of the on an object, we are supposed to carry out some of the important steps. So first and foremost step is that we are supposed to draw the free body diagram of the individual section, and second is that we are supposed to find out the deformation of each section due to the individual loads, and then we are supposed to add all the deformation which are caused due to the individual forces, and we are supposed to sum it up in order to find out the total deformation of the body due to the forces. So next is I have taken a numerical in order for the easy understanding of the principle of superposition. So here I have taken a brass bar which is having the cross sectional area of 1000 mm square, and it is subjected to the axial forces of that is of magnitude equal to 50, 80, 20 and 10 kilonewton. So here they have given the value of E as 1.05 into 10 power 5 newton per mm square. So here they have given E value as same throughout, which is nothing but the indication of same material throughout the section, means same material wherein the section is has to be there. So next is they have given we are supposed to calculate the total elongation of the bar. So as explained in the concept of the principle of superposition of forces, so first and foremost important step is that calculation of the free body diagram. So while calculating the free body diagram, so I have splitted the object into three individual objects, so that is AB, BC and DB or BD. So here when it is subjected to with reference to the part AB, I have 50 kilonewton on face A, and again I have got 50 kilonewton on face B. So on face B I have got 50 kilonewton. So again on face A, on face B I have got 50. So how it is 50 on face B here is, so I have taken the sign convention as left side forces as negative, left side going forces as negative, and right side going forces as positive. So with this kind convention I am going to solve here. So left side forces as negative and right side forces as positive. So here at face A with AB as a individual object, so with face A there is only one load, that is 50 kilonewton. So next, coming on to face B, we have 80 kilonewton followed by 20 and 10. So the effect of three forces will be acting on face B here. So therefore, as per my sign convention, the overall effect of all the three forces will on face B will be equal to, so plus 80, that is which is acting on right hand side, so minus 20 which is acting on left hand side, and minus 10 which is acting on left hand side. So it is equal to 50 kilonewton, which is a positive sign convention. Therefore I have taken it in the right hand side direction. So with this we can say that the part AB is subjected to 50 kilonewton force, which is tensile in nature. So therefore whenever when an object is subjected to tensile load, we can expect stretching or elongation of the object. So therefore we are supposed to find here the increase in the length of AB. So in my previous lecture series I have explained the formula for determining the elongation of the bar. So that is nothing but PL by AE, but here it will be taken as P1 by AE into L1. So here P1 is nothing but magnitude of 50 kilonewton. 50 is converted, kilonewton is converted into Newton, so 50 into 10 power 3 divided by area is 1000, and E is equal to 1.05 into 10 power 5, and length of the bar AB is equal to 600 mm. So taking as it is as 600 itself. So therefore after solving all that, so after simplification, I will get the increase in length or elongation of part AB as 0.2857 mm. So next, coming on to the next part of the overall object, that is BC. So while considering BC, so at face B we have the effect of A force, that is 50 kilonewton, and also exactly on face B we have 80. So as per my sign convention, left side is taken as negative, right side force is taken as positive. So therefore exactly on face B it is minus 50 plus 80, so it is equal to plus 30 kilonewton. So it is taken as plus 30 kilonewton here. So next, exactly on face C we have the effect of 20 as well as 10 kilonewton. So here both are going on the left hand side, so it is minus 20 minus 10, so it is taken as minus 30. So therefore it is left hand side direction arrow, which is equal with the magnitude of 30 kilonewton. So this is the variation of the sign convention. So it is minus 30. So here you can just notice that 30 kilonewton is acting with a pushing direction in both the ends, so which tends to decrease or shortening of the length of BC. So therefore the shortening of BC is equal to P2 into L2 divided by A2E. So here P2 is 30 into 10 power 3, and then length of BC is taken as 1 meter. Convert that into mm, so that is 1 into 10 power 3, or it is also taken as 1000. So divided by area was same, that is 1000 into 10 into 1.05 into 10 power 5, which was the Young's modulus. So therefore after simplification I got it as 0.2857 mm. So but here we need to mention the sign convention as negative. Why? Because so it is subjected to the compressive load. So next, coming on to the next part, that is part BD. So wherein in this part we have the forces exactly on part D as. So exactly on part D we have only one force, that is 10 kilonewton, but exactly on C we have the combined effect of three forces, that is 50, 80 and 20. So wherein it is minus 50, minus 50. So next it is plus 80 and minus 20. So minus 50 plus 80 and minus 20. So here it is taken as 80 minus 70, it is plus 10. So it is right side direction with 10 magnitude. So next it is at face D we have only one force, so it is taken as it is, that is minus 10 kilonewton. So by this we can say that part BD is subjected to the compressive load. So therefore the value of the decrease in length or shortening after all simplification P3 L3 by AE is found out as minus 0.2095 mm. So this should be negative sign. Why? Because it is subjected to the compressive load. So after finding all this forces, after finding all this changes in the dimensions or change in the length, we are supposed to find out the total change in the bar or total elongation, or it is also called as change in the bar. So wherein we are supposed to add all the changes in the dimension of all the three parts, that is AB, BC and BD. So for AB we have got it as a minus 2, that is 0.2857. So at BC I have got it as minus 0.2857. It should be minus here. And again at part BD I have got it as minus 0.2095. So total elongation, this and this cancels each other. So I will get it as 0.285, sorry, 0.2095 mm. So this is the overall, this is minus 0.2095 mm. So this is the overall change in the dimension when the bar is subjected to the forces 50, 80, 20, 10 kilonewton, and it is solved by using the principle of superposition of forces. So we need to note that positive sign indicates the increase in length and negative sign indicates the decrease in length. Thank you for watching. Please like, share and subscribe the videos. Thank you.